Hello and welcome to the Dice by the Sword podcast. We release these podcasts every Wednesday in 2 easy-to-listen to pieces, so you can keep up to date with all the action and suspense of our campaign wherever you are listening from. Of course, if you want to check us out in real time and see everything unfold as it happens, then you can always head over to our Twitch channel, D20 by the Sword, to see us play every Sunday at 7 p.m. GMT. Now, get comfy, turn up that volume, and settle in for this week's episode of Nyxalia, an Aetherbound Saga, here at Dice by the Sword.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I hope that you have all had a wonderful little break. If you are tuning in on YouTube, this is part 2 of this week's episode, so hit the like, comment, and all that kind of fun stuff, because it helps the algorithm, and we're trying to grow a steady viewership on YouTube, so go do all the things, folks. Right, let's go back in and see what's happening. The sky is a swirling canvas of starlight. Oh, bear with me, because I think we need different music. Yes. Okay. Yes. The sky is a swirling canvas of starlight and shadow, a place where gravity holds little meaning, and ancient runes float freely in the air like dust mote. The ground beneath you is a shifting stone platform suspended in a vast void of drifting light and darkness. You find yourselves on this platform, and from the endless shadow and darkness steps forward a figure that you have all met before. The one you met on the road to Blackfall. His cloak ripples with arcane threads, and you see the same emblem on the pendant around his neck. You have all done well, his voice carrying not through air, but directly into your minds, measured and resonant. Blackfall has been reclaimed, and the heart remains in mortal hands for now. He approaches you all slowly. I am called Kellerain. The seeker of the Kellerain.
Sorry.
Seeker of the third flame. And I speak to you on behalf of the Umbral Sigil, an ancient order dedicated to guarding the balance of aether in this world. You may not know it yet, but your steps are echoing in places far beyond that of Blackfall, far darker than Whistlestone. He gestures to an illusionary map of the world that flares to life, marked with glowing points, some pulsing faintly, some dark, some blazing like stars on the brink of detonate. The Iron Shade Consortium is not merely a cartel of greedy men. They are a splinter of something deeper, something older. They seek not wealth, not just land, but of the ley lines that thread beneath it. What you saw at the quarry was only one of many.
I thought the ley lines were, well, what I knew of them, they were the branches of the world tree. It was the magical currents that run through the world.
Exactly.
I think they could be harnessed.
Well, they are harnessed each and every day by those who can tap into them. But there is more to this than you may see on the surface. You've interfered with their work and earned their attention now. But you've also earned ours. He opens a hand, and a silver token floats towards the guys, etched with the same sigil that is emblazoned on the pendant around his neck. If you choose to fight this battle, you will not fight it alone. Know that there will come a time when this token will open a door to truth, or perhaps to ruin, depending on how it's used. You will be watching, and when the time comes, we may call upon you. Till then, tread carefully. Veil is thinning. Some things, once loosed, do not return to slumber. Take care of each other. You'll need each other before the fight is done. You have our thanks again. And with a whirl, the world begins to unfold. You all kind of blink and find yourselves exactly where you were.
Did I die again, or did everyone else experience that too?
No, we.
Class.
Brilliant.
Why is everyone traveling for portals and stuff? It really is horrible.
Seems our mysterious stranger is a lot more powerful than we could expect, but the fact that they are on our side is a benefit for now. It's good to have this knowledge with us, but I suppose we must have some trust with them. They did help us, but also treat it with caution.
They are on a side. Doesn't necessarily mean it is ours.
Exactly.
They are far too cagey for my tastes. I like to teleport with the best of them, but that's a lot. And we don't know what they want.
Well,
Really?
at least we know they're against Iron Shade. At least one thing in common.
Well, yes, but to what end? They could wish to try and surpass them. We don't know their motive. At least we have a name. At least we have some sort of organization, and we have this token. Maybe I'm sure we'll be seeing them a little bit sooner. Maybe we can get some more answers next time.
The token still just in the air, or did it
I will say
materialize
that
itself to one of us?
one of you can hold that. That's fine. Bad.
Peanut, give it to Yarrow.
Thank you.
I'm 23, guys. Come on.
Child.
Class.
Yeah, I think we're actually the oldest of you guys. What a cliche.
You guys near the entrance to Blackfall, and see a great number of people gathered. As you make your way through the crowds of people towards the cart, many of them look towards you. Thank you. Thanks. Thought I was going to die in here. All offering reverence and thanks to you. Some patting you on the back, the shoulders. Some rush towards you to shake your hands gratefully. You reach the cart. You begin to load up your copious amounts of loot. Is there anything you want to do before you set off?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure Oryx safely loaded into the wagon that he's
Strapped to the roof.
just making sure he's got a good space and things like that. And through the crowd, I'll try and get through, go back to the entrance. Going to kneel at the entrance and close my eyes and place one of my hands on the ground with Blackthorn, and will quietly say, "We got out, Kaelin. We got everyone out. Your sacrifice made this possible. This new friendship, this new start, was all yours. It would not have happened without you. I will be forever in your debt, and you will live on forever." And bow her head say a prayer. And go back to her friend.
As Yarrow sort of leaves the crowd for a minute, Ulrich's going to sort of look to the rest of them and just goes, I think we can make this a little bit of a happier experience. And he sort of stands up on the back of the cart and heaves himself up and looks over the crowd of people and goes, People of Blackfall Quarry, I need your attention for a second. And sort of thrusts a spear sort of skywards towards them all and waits for a chill, like a silence to come down. Not chill. I'm not that great.
You see that everyone is like super chill now. Everyone just kind of looks up and goes, "Oh my god, dude! I was waiting for somebody to say, oh my god." You see
like,
that
totally.
You see that people begin to kind of converge towards the back of the cart.
As Ulrich stands, he sort of looks and across all of them and raises his spear, then brings it down to the side and goes, Like you, we were taken from our lives, bound into chains and bondage for these evil individuals. When the time came, we took our freedom, we took our weapons, and we fought. And now, when the time came for you all, you did the same. We may have led the charge. Torin may have led the guard, but you stood with us, you freed yourselves, and this day, it is not just ours. It is ours! And he throws it up and sort of throws it out to all of them.
You hear an eruption of yes! Like people just erupt in cheer. It echoes and reverberates off every wall within the quarry, a place of hardship, pain, misery, and suffering begins anew. It turns into a very, very victorious battlefield. You see the spirits of everyone in the vicinity lift.
And as so you go.
Tina's gonna start playing the
Okay.
bagpipe.
Nice.
Make me a performance check, Peanut.
Okay.
12. Okay, what kind of tune are you pumping out on this bagpipe?
I can't play the bagpipes at all. She literally just blows up the little bag and she just goes into it. And then she just like starts like squeezing it and just making fart noises with it.
Sound. Yep, cool. Everyone
Cool.
kind of go, yeah! Yeah! As
Yeah.
the cheer echoes around you, Horan walks up to you all and goes, on your word then.
And as Yarrow returns, Ulrich sort of takes her by the hand and pulls her onto the car and just raises the spear once more, turns, points it towards Whistlestone, and goes, We are free! And we are going home. On! And just...
The procession... Sorry, Xavius, go ahead.
Just a smaller, like a sign of respect, at least from Octavius's side. Seeing Torin come to us, he would like slowly start to take off one of his gloves and just give him a firm handshake without the gloves on. In case you need a favor. Thank you. And then he like pulls away and just puts the glove back on as he goes on the cart.
Procession begins to move. The heavy footfall of everyone around you, the cart's wheels jolt into action as you begin your journey back to work. The weight of battle lingers in your bones still. You and all of your companions, along with the freed prisoners, begin the long trek back across the Stormward province. The road is quieter now, the sounds of the quarry's unrest fading behind you as the dawn rises higher in the sky. The world around you feels different, charged, though something has shifted behind the surface. The journey feels less like a return and more like crossing into a new chapter. Terrain begins to flatten as you crest the hill and head into the wilds of the Stormward province, heading west towards Whistle. What would you guys like to do?
Investigation, just clean myself. Like, come on, Jesus Christ, we are fighting in the dust all day.
You do so, and do you make a point of trying to prestidigitate everybody else?
No.
Fuck 'em, that's right.
Yeah. It'd be weird
Why?
if you did. It'd be weird if you did.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
we're like, it's just like counting the coins in also the bag as well.
Okay. Are we sitting comfortably?
Hold on to your coin purses, people.
Inside the coin purse that Varric Bloodscale had, there is exactly, 1 second, 210 gold pieces. And mixed in with that are 3 blood red garnets worth approximately 50 gold pieces each. Inside
Guys,
each...
I found 200 gold pieces.
Inside each of the sacks of gold that you found within the safe, there were 5 sacks. Each of them have 250 gold pieces in each.
Oh. Well,
Okay, you're not going to even hide the fact that's a lot.
well, it's just surrounded by money. Yeah, it's like 500
Yeah.
gold here, maybe.
There's like 2 silver here, or maybe 3.
I think it's great, isn't it?
Piles of money in Baldur's Gate, there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
So you start counting through that. Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
Yeryl's going to sort of just keep checking on Auric, making sure that like he's staying with us. We don't get another pass out. Kind of tending, like sort of, resting the reins on her lap and just sort of like bandaging him up as best she can, and just sort of making sure he's okay. I don't. Okay, I have 1 spell left. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with those hit points. Coric, was there something you wanted to do?
Yep. Coric's going to be in detail examining this firearm that he's picked up. Like he's going to be kind of get his big magnification goggles out and little bits of tools, and he's just going to be trying to get a good idea of what it is and how it works and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. You spend about 5-10 minutes looking over it. And you discover immediately, it's almost like within the first 10 to 15 seconds, you know for a fact that this has magical properties. You begin to look it over, figuring out how it works, all the rest of it. But, I mean, you know it's a firearm. But in terms of the detail of what it can do, what it would do, you're going to have to dig a little bit deeper than just looking it over.
As in, are you saying I've got to take it to bits?
No, as in you've got to cast Identify. It's a magical item.
To say,
brother.
if
All
only
right.
you had a spell that you could use this for.
I forgot about Identify. I'll cast Identify.
Yep. I'll actually give you a few items to that as well, just so we don't waste the Identify.
This is
or
my
anything.
weapon.
So just like the Vork Saber, which I'm pretty sure is a magical weapon, like 100% sure.
Mm.
99% sure that I saw Dan with that face. And then the silver ring with the crimson amulet. And just those items too. Just putting him like, oh, you're identifying. Here you go, man.
Okay. So you spend 10 minutes and cast Identify. You will go through each item, but I won't tell you everything it does. I will tell you a brief description and give you an idea of what it does, but I will send you the details specifically, Korik, and you can explain to everybody what they do. So bear with me.
Excited.
Oh, I went to press Discord and I've opened Canva. Go away, Canva.
Oh no.
There we go. Literally.
Alright, get your gun.
And
right,
I'm gonna have a cannon soon as well.
That is the gun. So, by all means, you can go ahead and start telling everybody what that is.
Read faster, Luke. Read
Oh,
faster.
there's lots of it. There's lots of words. There's
Read
so many
aloud.
words.
Read aloud.
Read aloud. Comprehend.
Identify it, Korik.
Yeah. Use that spell. Use that spell.
Class.
It's a gun.
Fuck me.
I imagine that is exactly what Dan sent you.
Yeah.
It's a
built the
gun.
suspense up, and it's just a gun.
It fires bullets.
So, there's so much information. My ADHD brain is really struggling to pull the detail out.
Okay. So, do you want me to do it?
Sure.
Okay. So, it's called the Aether Flare Repeater. It is a firearm. It has it's a ranged weapon that can be used to deal piercing damage plus force damage. It has 3 charges that have special features like the arc flare shot. The next round you fire explodes with a surge of radiant blue energy. The target takes an additional 2d6 force damage and must succeed on a con save or be blinded until the end of their next turn. It has a Volt Pulse, which unleashes a concussive wave of energy. Instead of attacking, you choose a point that you can see within 60 feet, and all creatures within a 10-foot radius must make a dex save, or take 2d8 force damage and be knocked back 10 feet. And then it has Overload Discharge, which is all 3 charges. Fire a volatile, unstable beam of pure aether in a line 5 feet wide and 60 feet long. All creatures in that line must make a dex save. On a failed save, they take 6d6 force damage and are thrown 15 feet back. On a success, they take half damage and remain where they are. However, when using any charges, the user must roll a d20. Anything for a 2 and above is fine. If you roll a 1, then there are unstable core drawbacks, which means the wielder takes 1d8 force damage instead of attacking someone else. They take damage. The Aether Flare Repeater becomes inert for 10 minutes unless it is repaired. And the weapon emits a flash of wild magic, which we roll on a wild magic table.
Hey.
So, Fog, do not put comments like that. Overload Discharge. You should see a doctor for that. Okay, so the Aether Saber, crafted deep within Ironshade's hidden forges, the elegant but brutal weapon hums with raw etheric energy. The blade shifts in hue, pulsing with threads of blue, violet, or crimson light. Once wielded by Varric Bloodscale, it leaves behind trails of energy with every swing. It does 1d8 slashing damage. It gives you +2 to attack and damage rolls. It has the Aether Surge ability, giving an additional 1d6 force damage, or it increases to 2d6 if the target is below half hit points. And then it also has something called Phantom Strike. Once per long rest, the wielder may use a single weapon attack that ignores resistance to non-magical, magical, or force damage. as the blade phases through material and magical defenses alike.
Oh,
It's amazing.
Okay, that is really good.
thanks for picking that up for me.
However, the
Just goes
sig-
and takes it back. Thanks for that.
however, the ring itself is not magical.
So the first thing that I would like to do, I need everyone to please write down 42 gold pieces, as he's going to share out the gold pieces from the Varet Sag, and the 3 blood garnets. What 3 blood garnets? I haven't seen one.
I knew it. I knew you'd nick him.
I haven't seen any.
Okay, so you keep the garnets for yourself, but you split the rest of the coin between everyone else, so you all get 42 gold pieces each. And then there is a sum total of 1,250 gold coins between the 5 pouches. You guys can decide between yourselves what you want to do with that, whether you keep it all for yourselves, whether you split that and you give some back to Whistlestone to help with repairs, give it to the poor. You guys decide what you want to do with that.
Should we split it in half and give half to Whistlestone?
Sounds fair to me.
Uh,
They're going to need a lot with 400 new
Objections?
Yeah, I was going to turn around and grab Octavius and Peanut's hand and look at them down the eye and go, we're going to give them back to these people. They don't have a lot, and they've been hurt, and they've been crushed. I know, no. We are going to have half. We have all done well. That's what we're going to do, okay?
We save them from the quarry. That's done enough.
Yes, and we've got some of it, but they need it too. You can't take everything. No, you can't take everything.
But I'm with the
listen to your
lion.
mother.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not parting from a single coin.
No. She's going to lean in very close to him and just say, "We don't want to have a problem with this, now, do we?"
And I like tug on him and be like, she's got that look in her eye. I've seen it before. We give everything to them. It's okay.
You can see him like wanting to say something, but he's like, sure.
Good. She's going to turn back round and then look to Ulrich and go, see, just such generous people, our friends.
Ulrich, what are your thoughts on that?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
No.
Correct is a little bit appalled. He will be keeping that to himself, but his face is a little bit screwed up listening to them not wanting to, share with the no need.
Yeah. Oh, right. I thought you were on Peanut's side going, mother.
That's what I thought for a second.
No.
Like, what's this Gerald yapping about?
No, he's not going to give half though. He's going to put in 75. That's final offer.
No.
I didn't say nothing.
No.
That wasn't a question.
You can. You just, if you want 250, whatever you don't want to give over, you take from mine.
No, 75. That's what he's going to give to the people because they need something, like literally. Mostly the poor merchant giving away stuff because of a screaming person customer. But anyway, it happens sometimes.
Okay,
but I have a condition. Jarl.
Yes.
You know, she moves away slightly. Do you know that lady in the shop?
Vera.
Who was very reluctant to help us.
Yes.
I think we don't give her a lot. I think she gets less for being a bitch.
Her hesitance was noted.
Yeah.
So that will reflect in how she is rewarded.
Great, I've done my bit.
She was hesitant in helping. I thought she was very nice to me.
She was, after some persuasion, she was amenable to helping, but it took a little persuasion.
You're not giving them a second option.
Ulrich is listening to your elbow, sort of meets Peanut's eyes like.
She came round to helping them in the end.
You are a forceful woman, Yarrow.
Agreed.
Is there anything else anybody would like to do before we move on?
Will there be enough time for me to have a bit more of a detailed leaf through that ledger?
Absolutely, there will. Yeah. You begin to read through the ledger. Rolls up on his notes so he doesn't miss anything. Okay, so you begin to see a list at first of high-ranking and noble patrons or key figures as such. Lord Theomore Baelrin, high-ranking elven noble from Viamont, long thought neutral in magical affairs, recognized across the world as a political figure. Lady Calesia Dernhold, a widowed aristocrat from the ivory courts of Kael'thorne. There is a note that suggests that she was secretly funding the weaponization of Aether research. Baron Rurik Blackvein, a dwarven industrialist from the city of Stone Hollow, supplying rare minerals and experimental forge tech. Magister Selene Veilheart, a rogue arcane scholar, formerly exiled from the Crimson Collegium. There is a note for the Hollow Council. Nothing else. The Hollow Council. Varric Bloodscale is in there, referred to repeatedly, with notes on shipments, personal efficiency, and disciplinary measures. And then Scribe Kellen Vore, who is the ledger's author. There is notable locations that have been mentioned. Obviously, Blackfall Quarry has been noted in there. The Hollow Vaults, Sility Theta R, Sable Reach, Ash Glass Expanse, the Silver Shade Manor, Project Gloamspire, and Viamont. I'll send you all this after the session, just so you've got it all written down, so nobody has to take notes. There is important objects that have been referenced. The Crimson Signet. The Crimson Signet. Access granted only to bearers of the Crimson Signet has been etched on certain pages. Possibly a physical item or a symbolic title, potentially tied to the inner sanctum of the Iron Shade's leadership. There is a note of the Aether etched coin, mentioned once with the annotation "Courier to Varric, failsafe channel." And then there is also a reference to the voice beneath, with the note, "Obey the silence. When it speaks, doors will open." Don't worry, all in good time, my pretties. All in good time.
Sowing the seeds of chaos already.
All in good time.
He's gonna kind of the rest of the group are gonna hear him mutter under his voice, "Well, it looks like we're gonna be kept busy."
It was just so that none of that was read out loud. That was just
Corrit reading.
okay. So yeah.
Anything else?
Why would we be busy?
He's just gonna hold up the ledger. Lots of intel in here.
Anything that seems like a good place to start.
I miss my bed.
Yeah.
There's all this adventuring.
And with that, the cart crests a hill, a familiar hill. The hills surrounding Whistlestone loom in the distance, their jagged shapes softened by the golden light of the morning. There is a stillness in the air. Ooh, redeemed a boon from Madam Chaos.
Ooh.
Hold on, Madam Chaos, is that not you, Joe? You can't redeem them, man. Pack it in.
I wanted rid of it because it was annoying me. It kept like coming up, so I
Jesus.
got rid of it. It was
Um,
annoying.
There's a stillness in the air, the kind that holds its breath before something monumental happens. As the cart bumps along the road, the distant sounds of battle's aftermath still echoing in your ears. Suddenly, there's a sharp whack in the side of the cart as an arrow embeds itself. It stands there for a moment, trembling slightly as if it had been fired with great purpose.
We look at and see it.
Which side?
The right side of the cart.
Oh, I'm sitting there, man.
It just
Uh,
and just hits the side of the cart. As you kind of like all start looking around, it has seemingly, apart from with you guys, seemed to have gone completely unnoticed. Nobody has seen or been alerted, but you guys hear the thwack as it hits the cart.
Does the arrow look familiar? Does it look like something we've seen before?
Well, upon closer inspection, it's old. The shaft of the arrow looks worn, but still sturdy. But wrapped tightly around it is a piece of parchment.
Ooh.
Take that and read.
Okay,
I thought we were going to eat it.
yeah, well, you're going to take
Done.
the parchment.
Yeah.
Okay, you see that its edges are slightly singed. You pull open and begin take over the parchment, and you begin to unfurl it. The ink is bold and hasty, as if written with some intensity. On the note, it says the following. You think you can outrun your past, that you can bury the things you've done and leave them behind. But the truth is, no matter how far you go, you will never be able to hide from it. Your past will find you. This is only the beginning. And at the bottom of the letter is a crest. Geralt, you immediately recognize this crest.
Oh.
It is the crest of the Crimson Flock.
Someone's in trouble.
Someone's been a bad bird.
Naughty, naughty.
Geralt, what do you do?
A torch nearby.
It is morning. I can't imagine there'd be many torches lit in the morning light.
He's going to eat it.
Okay, you just begin and just
Ulrich.
eat the parchment.
Ulrich sort of having, I assume everyone's heard the thunk at the side of the
And seeing
thing.
Geralt
Nobody else
unfurl
has.
this note and then
Yeah.
just eat it.
Ulrich kind of pushes like wearily a hand, sort of the curtain that separates the front from the back. He's like, what was that?
Oh, it was a thank you note. Someone thought it'd be funny. They were just sending a note to say thank you for rescuing us. So I wanted to absorb all the goodwill. So
You ate it.
yeah, that's what you do. You get all the good wishes that people give you, and you absorb them, and then you carry on your day. You're full of all the good within you, and it just makes the day a bit better.
Insight check.
I feel like you're
Oh,
lying.
bullshit.
I'm not
Mhm.
buying that for a second. That sounds like
No.
something Peanut would say.
Hey,
Right? That's why a liar
She's
knows a
rubbing
liar.
off. She's rubbing off on me. So
I
you
have that
know.
effect on people.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Peanut, roll me an insight check. Korik,
No
insight
worries.
check. Ulrich, insight check with disadvantage because you're fucked.
Yeah.
Geralt, you can roll me either a deception or persuasion. You choose, but don't say which.
Can I roll too?
Sure.
My
Okay.
insight was not good. It was an 8.
God damn it. Mine is 8 to D20 tests. Fucking hell.
Dark days.
Okay. That's a 10.
Okay. Peanut.
I got a natural 20. It's my first one.
Oh!
Yeah.
Octavius, what'd you get?
Not important.
Okay. Geralt, what did you roll?
17.
17.
Oh.
For the most,
I'm
for
like
most
staring
of
at
you,
her.
For most of you, it seems, you can trust in what Yarrow's saying. But, it's not that you don't trust what she's saying, but there just seems to be something not quite fitting well with you. But as you descend towards the town, you begin to notice more subtle signs of recovery. People walk the streets in pairs. Their posture seems rigid, but not so much that they are on guard, but a little bit more relaxed now. You see the townsfolk are emerging from their homes. The town itself is coming back to life. People are eyeing the road expectantly. As you get closer to the town, some wave at you as you pass, a few nod in acknowledgement, but it's clear that they're still on edge. Their trust in the town's safety fragile after what happened. But the moment that you cross the threshold of the town's main gate, the air shifts. Whistlestone is home once more. Still, a sense of pride can be felt as townsfolk gather around, eyes wide as they take in the prisoner's safe return. And stood, centre of town, Mayor Harrowbrook, standing tall. Despite the weight of the town's recent struggles, her expression is one of both relief and resolve. Her gaze falls upon you, and she takes a step forward, welcoming you home. Her voice carries, "Welcome back. You've done what many thought was impossible. You've freed our people, and for that, Whistlestone owes you a debt that can never truly be repaid." Her voice rings with sincerity, but there is a shadow in her eyes. One that suggests that there are still many challenges ahead. The freed prisoners begin to trickle in behind you, and a palpable wave of gratitude fills the air. With a nod, Mayor Harrowbrook looks towards the horizon, steely resolve settling in her features. "We're not done yet. We will rebuild. We will fight on. Together." There is no immediate celebration. There are more pressing concerns. These people that you have freed require urgent care. The hard work is just beginning. But the return of Whistlestone's lost people and the promise of freedom fills the air with a quiet sense of hope. Town may have been shaken, but it stands strong. And it has you five to thank for it. We're going to bring this session to a close here. We will pick up next week. We will have a brief section at the beginning of next week for immediate affairs, things that you want to do as you arrive. But there will be a period of downtime that will play out next week. You guys will spend roughly a week in Whistlestone. I want you to think between now and next week what your character would do given a week. Would you help them rebuild? Would you train some skills or whatever? Have a think between now and next week. You have a week of downtime, and then at the end of the session next week, we set off on our next chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, we'll bring to a close Act 1 of Nyxalia and Aetherbound Saga. It has been amazing so far, but we'll draw this session to a close here, and we'll tie up everything that we need to tie up next week before we head off into the next chapter of this adventure. Luke, who are we raiding this week?
I haven't found anybody yet. Let's have a look.
No problem. So for those of you watching at home, you will know that last week our adventurers... Oh, in fact, you might not know this, but as you can see from the character slides that have been showing our brave adventurers leveled up last week. So we are all now level 3.
Chin chin.
For those of you that want a little bit more of a deeper dive into what that means for our characters, then please let us know. You can hit us up on socials. If anybody wants to know the intricacies of any one person's character sheet, then by all means reach out. But do we want to do a brief whistle-stop tour of our level 3 choices?
Sure, I'm good with that.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's pick at random. Jack, what did you pick for your level 3 option?
All right. So my level 3 choice, I had to pick a wonderful subclass, which I believe captures Octavius' intentions, the Mastermind.
Excellent. So you've gone for a level in Rogue and gone for the Mastermind subclass.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, love that. Charlie, what did Yeril do for level 3?
Yeril being a cleric, she has now leveled up to be a Twilight Domain cleric, which is very exciting. She's going to be very badass. And also, which I found out now, she has dark vision of up to 300 feet.
Fuck yeah.
Being Twilight Domain, so she can really see in the dark now. Which is very good. I can now also have leveled up so I can have my spiritual weapon, which is very exciting that I'll get to use that in battles and things like that. And also just a lots more exciting channel divinity and things like that I can use to help the party going forward as the cleric.
Hell yeah, love that. Okay, Peanut, what did you do? Level 3?
Oh, I got to pick my subclass. So, it's hard to switch the voice, man. So I got to pick it. So I went for a cheeky little homebrew. And it's the School of Death Treading. It's like a school of death, pretty much, of explorers of the veil between life and death. So, like, we seek wisdom from spirits, lost souls. Basically, like, she wants to, like, go into the afterlife, do some creepy shit. And I can cast some creepy, shitty spells. And our innocent Peanut is, well, innocent, but also kind of twisted. So there's many other things that she can do, but they're going to be secrets.
Excellent. Love that. Ulrich, back with us from the land of the afterlife. You also leveled up to level 3. You want to tell the people at home what subclass and things you picked?
I do. So it's probably been fairly telegraphed since the beginning of the campaign, since I started, but I have taken a 3rd level in Barbarian, which means I get my subclass, and he is the new Path of the World Tree Barbarian.
Oh, yeah.
Which, while not as intricate or having as many things as everyone else being casters, I get to do more barbarian things. I also get to use my strength score as for intimidation if I want to, which is great. And as part of my World Tree subclass, I can now dish out temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
While I rage, so I can be a support barb.
Love that. Luke, what did we do with Korik for level 3?
Korik is now an artillerist artificer. So he can create eldritch cannons. So the eldritch cannons, I can get ones that stay in one place. I can get ones that walk around, and I can create one that I can hold in my hand.
Oh shit!
And then basically, when I create it, I can select what type of sort of eldritch magic it puts out. So you can have it. You can have it like a flamethrower. There's one that does. There's one that does like force damage. And then there's also one that basically, I think it does some kind of healing thing. I can't remember the exact details of it, but it's like a protector version. So
it gives temporary.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of cool stuff.
Hell yeah. Things. Well, lots to look forward to between now and next week. We have the episode airing on YouTube on Tuesday and Thursday. We have Once Upon a Roll launching again on Friday. We're up to like session 5 now, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
haven't watched
Yeah.
them already, please go and watch them. And just for a last little kind of tidbit before you go, Luke is currently doing a charity walk where he plans to walk 120 miles in the month of April. He is walking 120 miles with the bestest of boys, Jeff. And that is all in aid of Stand Up to Cancer. So if you haven't yet seen it in chat, you'll have seen a few links posted throughout tonight. If you can help support, all proceeds will go to charity, and Luke will be motivated to walk 120 miles. So if you can spare a little bit, I know everybody's life is tough at the minute. We're all kind of struggling to get by, but if you can spare what little you can spare, it all goes to a great cause, and it helps support those that are fighting through one of the most traumatic and hard illnesses and things that you could possibly go through. So if you can, please do drop into that link in the chat now. Donate if you can, and we will be posting updates. If you click the link, you can follow Luke and Jeff's journey. Lots and lots of pictures of Jeff enjoying his life outside and on his little walks. It's amazing seeing his beautiful little face. So please, if you can, drop into that link, and if you can donate, please do. Luke, who are we raiding tonight?
So we're going to raid somebody who is normally a retro gaming content creator, but they're currently streaming D&D. It's a channel called Now and Then 64, which is actually a really cool channel, to be fair. But yeah, we'll send everybody over there. So give them some love when you get into their chat and channel.
Yeah, please don't go anywhere. Stick around for the raid, even if you can stick around for just a couple of minutes in that other channel. Drop some emotes and things. Say hello, just to kind of show them a little bit of support. But with all that said and done, thank you very much, everybody, for coming and watching tonight. We will see you at 7 o'clock next Sunday for the last episode of this arc in Nyxalia. And then after that, you have a brand new 3-piece adventure kicking off the week after. So thank you, everyone, for watching. We love you very much. Goodbye.
Tatty bye.
See you later.
Yeah.
Well, we hoped you enjoyed that as much as we did. Hit all of those notification buttons, and if you liked what you heard, subscribe to us on the social media platform of your choosing to be kept in the loop with all that goes on here. Thank you so much for listening to us, and we hope to have you back soon.